Alright, he's going to try an RNG into it. Let's see if he can RNG into the win with the draws. He does only have 7 cards. Oh, he hit her again. But he does need 31.
Blessed be the sunrise and the sunset.
Don't think that's enough. I was really debating if we went for it there or not, but I guess it's a good thing we did. And there's the GG. Traveling Priestess beaten by illusionists. So today we're going to be having some fun with plain old soldiers. Nothing too crazy here. No bombs, no Renfri, just soldiers. So we're going to be playing Crystal Skull because there's a couple of cards we're going to be trying out here. Anyway, we're playing War Council. So, just a consistency card, and it gives us carryover and battle preparation. We don't have very many cards that play for a lot on their own, so a carryover like this is really going to be key to our round, like round 3 or round 2 if they're short. They're playing Yennefer Illusionist because we're going to be spawning stuff, and she's one of our only like power cards, and I think Yennefer Illusionist is really cool, and it's been a while since we played her, and I'm curious if we have a premium token or not. So, we're going to be trying out an Illusionist. She works really well in these soldiers in general, if you can keep her alive, just because you end up spawning a lot of stuff. And she can get really good value. They're playing the Garrison. You're going to make more soldiers. You know how it is. If you want Nausicaa Sergeant, you make a Nausicaa Sergeant for round 3. If you want an engine card, you make an engine card. A lot of choices here. Then you have the order effect, which we don't have anything we're really spamming out. It's just whatever you choose to make with this and your slave drivers, you'll have 3 or 4 of ideally, or maybe even 5, and then you boost those with the armor. It's not like we're playing slave infantries or anything, although you could. Then we have the Mushy Truffle. You play a bonded unit from your deck. It's going to be your Illusionist. Really nice to have an Illusionist. And against opponents' engine decks, you can go kind of crazy with Illusionist. In Nilfgaard Mirrors, if they're playing like Renfri soldiers, and they're not playing Illusionists because they're playing Renfri soldiers, and they usually don't, you can really outvalue them with like just bringing back their own like cavalries and stuff. Then we have Ramon to make another card. Decree, just another consistency card. They're playing Invocation. You could play Heatwave instead of Invocation, but you know, we're playing Yennefer, and Invocation's kind of cool. I like playing the opponent's cards if they're really strong, and the only weakness is we can't deal with an artifact with this. But it does give you a good card into your deck, which is also very beneficial. Playing Artorias Vigo, he gives us another way to create a card, another way to trigger our Yennefer, and the next card we're getting to, which is Adarin. Now, Adarin, if he stays alive, you can do insane stuff with him. And we're going to try and use him. Ideally, in a perfect world, you have Adarin and the Yennefer, and they both live. Not necessarily in the same round, because this is only the first time you spawn a unit, and this is also only the first time you spawn a unit, so Yennefer won't double trigger by Adarin going off. So just keep that in mind, but they do very similar things. They get a lot of value from our spawning. And Adarin you can take round 1 with Crystal Skull, which is our stratagem, I don't think I mentioned. If you just play that, and then you start spawning with like play a card and slave driver. And the other nice thing is you can bait out Heatwave a lot of the time onto the Adarin, especially if you Crystal Skull it. Is that helpful? That depends on what you're doing, but if you don't want them to get rid of a Nausicaa Sergeant round 3, it's fine. It also means that potentially your Yennefer Illusionist might live, although at 4, potentially 5 with her Death Blow, she's probably getting removed anyway. But it does mean if you end up with a tall card later on, they won't Heatwave it. Like, they won't Heatwave your carryover in War Council or something, although they don't really do that anyway, but just expect the Adarin to probably die, but if he doesn't die, you can get some good value. We have those Nausicaa Sergeants for later in the game, the Alba Armored Cavalry for our locks, Slave Drivers, nothing surprising here. Then our engine cards, we've got Crossbow and Cavalry. Just, you know, really good value from Cavalry if they're playing units. Crossbowmen does those pings, both very useful. Then we're playing Imperial Diplomacy. You could play anything in this forfeiture slot. Since we are playing Artorias Vigo, I leaned on the side of less units. You could put in, if you're gonna, you can always cut Vigo, right? Because there's a couple good cards here that I want to mention. Swears is really good to tech into if there's a lot of bombs that are popular. And then you can always play Vrygriff or Vreemd. Vreemd is kind of hard to go with. Vrygriff is kind of cool, though. The only thing is there's not that many end of turn abilities. When this was the deploy abilities, it was kind of really fun to play around with. But right now, with end of turn abilities, ideally trigger 2 flankings. It gives you like 2 value on each one. It's placed for 11, which is good, but usually it's only going to trigger like 1 because you might have other things between your flanking cards. Still decent value. You can play this. And then if you're cut out, I'm talking about if you're cutting out Vigo, then you have more provisions to work with, and you can put in probably instead of these specials, Peller, Squirrel, and whatever else you want. So that's just something worth mentioning. So we're kind of light on units here because of Vigo. And then we are playing the Imperial Diplomacies. These create things to trigger Illusionist and Adarin. You can do some pretty hilarious stuff if you get a lucky card off of this. So I figured you'd play it because it's pretty funny. And it just goes good synergy with what we're doing. They're playing 2 Tourney Joust just for control and removal. These are the cards you can swap. Like if you're playing no Vigo, this could be like Squirrel Peller, and then you have 9 provisions for something else. Do like a Fifione, do whatever you want. That's 9. Probably a Vilgefortz, honestly, instead. But anyway, that is the deck. And let's go check it out. It should be pretty fun, whether or not it's that strong, but I'm excited to see how it does.
You best yield now.
We could go for an Adarin here. We don't have really good synergy with it. It's Precision Strike, we probably don't need locks. Probably playing this round really long, so I don't really want those. Do we go with Adarin? I think he's much better later when we start going for Illusionist. We could go Yennefer, but he doesn't have a unit, so it doesn't make much sense. I think we just go with one of these guys. Pretty standard. He might play Curse of Corruption on it. You never know. Or do that. That's fine. So the thing is, we don't have many good plays here. This probably isn't locking anything, so we'll just use it as a way to set up a flank.
Do you hear?
Well, there is something we would have liked to lock. Let's play our crossbow.
We go where the Empire has not yet
I think we will give him an armor. Let's go with our slave driver.
back in line.
Give these guys armor again. I'm out of range of the Waylay from this. There's the Vanadane. I'm sure we're all shocked by this. Let's see what we're doing here. He's gonna spawn. They'll probably ping us with a Precision Strike, get rid of a crossbowman too. Surprised he didn't hit this, then ping it once. So he's gonna go for the full tempo play here. He's at 26. The last thing he played is Vanadane, which makes this not bad. Oh no, he played this, right? It plays it. The leader plays that. Spawn and play, yes, we can't do that. He's gonna win on even with this. I think we just let him do it here. So like I said, we don't have big tempo plays in the deck, which is one of our weaknesses. So the short round 3 with sim loss is gonna be a huge issue. We just kind of want to make it so we don't get that situation. But we're probably going to end up in it. Most likely, we're just going to want to have our Nausicaas then. I kept the engines earlier because I was hoping we could actually do something with them to keep around, but looks like that's not the case. We have access to all of them now, though, so it doesn't really matter. War Council would be good. This would be good. This is a good card. It's good to have with Ramon, but it's not great in the matchup. We'll put it back. What are you going to do, my friend? Play Alyssa? We got one Waylay in there, so probably not. There's a Maxi.
And now I should break you.
We could go Battle Prep, or not, War Council, because it carries over the Battle Preparation. I think that might be worth it. Let's see, we have Garrison, Vigo. Garrison might not be bad either. Let's do the Garrison. Put it here. And then I think we'll make a Nausicaa for the tempo. We want to get to a longer round 3 rather than a shorter one. So we'll hopefully can use these to kind of get some carryover value, convince him not to keep playing. He's probably going to Alyssa next turn. So we play Mushy Truffle. It's not much value here, but now we have 3 carryover cards with 3 resilience cards. Hopefully he gives us a pass. Or at least Alyssa's passes. There's that pass. We have 3 resilience cards in a long round 3. This is what we were looking for. We still have to watch out for that sim loss. But maybe we can do something with Adarin and Yennefer here. Maybe we can. Is there anything we want in our deck? We just pick a unit. It's going to be Nausicaa, probably. Is Tourney Joust any good here? It's not the worst thing, but I think we have better cards like Crossbow. This hand is looking quite nice. Quite nice indeed. And we can always battle prep something if we want to keep it alive. Let's see, how do we want to start the round? I think we start just by playing Adarin. I don't really want to boost it, because at 6 it's safe from everything except Simloss and his big removal cards anyway, like Curse of Corruption. So let's see if he kills it with one of those. If he doesn't kill it, we just go like Ramon. Ramon into an engine or Nausicaa. Yeah, so we did Curse of Corruption it. Basically what we expected would happen. And now, hopefully we get our Yennefer to live. Play her, give her battle preparation. Wing Ramon into an engine. I want to get her out first. We'll play her. We don't have a thing to hit with her though, so I think we'll hold on actually. Kind of plenty of spawning, so I'm not too concerned about that. Ramon Nausicaa might be better. We'll just play the Nausicaa out of our deck. We're going to do that anyway at some point. Now is probably the best time. So we're not interfering with our spawning stuff. Oh, he's going to Heatwave the Nausicaa Sergeant. Okay, now our Yennefer. I can't think of a card other than Simloss that would kill Yennefer then. That he would be running. Still has nothing to target with it, which is a bit annoying. Let's go with our Ramon. Let's go with our Nausicaa. We'll just do this first. That one should definitely live. Doesn't have the things to bring out with that. What can that give us? Tourney, Joust, or Diplomacy? I think we use it. Then we put the Tourney, Joust on the Illusionist. Then he has to hit it twice to kill it, but then we lose the 4 points. Yeah, we'll go Illusionist, Tourney, Joust on the Illusionist, keep it alive. That's what we'll do. Even though we're wasting the damage here.
Nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
Won't miss the opportunity to give her some protection. No sim loss into this, so we're just playing the backup plans. Shield blocked the 2 damage, which was nice. See what we get next. The illusion's value is basically 0. A little sad, by the way. No premium token on this. I think it would look really good.
Too fast for you, Dwan.
He still keeps hitting Yennefer. When you use the Arcane Tome, I wouldn't mind getting that back again. He's not going to. Alright, so we can trigger Yennefer then. Let's go Artorias Vigo. Probably here.
The senses can be fooled easily.
Let's go with the Nausicaa, trigger Yennefer. She'll zap that. And then I think we Mushy Truffle here. Just to hopefully keep Vigo alive a little better and our Yennefer alive. He just can't handle the Yennefer. Okay. That's triple resilience. It's not something to laugh at. We're laughing at that game, but good job, Yennefer. Going up against Guerilla Tactics. Could be movement spam, could be harmony. We'll see. Crystal Skull. Nothing too surprising yet. Let's see what we've got. Got quite a bit of soldier stuff going on here. This hand is actually quite good. We do want these engines early. Vigo. It's the only thing that we're not going to play this round, so we'll try and save that for later. See, we're going with... So if he puts this on a Dolpathon, Sentinel / Sentry, because I never remember which one it is. We might have a little bit of annoyance. Can't lock it. We can lock everything that's moving instead. Alright, what do we lose in here? Yennefer? That's not too bad. We can make use of that. We can make use of that. Let's go Garrison. And then we'll go with one of these guys.
None can match the power of Nilfgaard.
Then we can Invocation this. We could have Invocation it this turn, but I wanted to get engines going. Probably should have taken it first, though. Guess we'll take it now.
Special price, just for you, love.
Go with Armored Cavalry. The reason we're not going Vigo yet is because Vigo could hit Slave Driver. Slave Driver is really good as long as we have a soldier out. He's kind of ignoring our Yennefer right now. I wonder if he thinks we're playing Practitioner spam. He might think that.
Spit it out already. I don't have all day.
I think we just lock that one too. I'll be surprised if he's not playing a Purify, but he might not have drawn it. Kind of slow on developing our engines here, which is why I wanted to go with that first Ardfiend Light Cavalry right away instead of Invocation, but at this rate, it's the Cat Witcher.
Fucking kidding me? Catnip instead of crowns?
So either Slave Driver or Light Cavalry would be really good here.
Senses can be fooled easily.
Let's make this does more damage. Yennefer. Get 2 extra damage off of Yennefer. Lose 1 point on the spawning. It's better this way. See if he passes. Hopefully we can get away with the light cavalry soon. Not losing too much tempo. And he's going to pass. That's nice. Do we want to go truffle just for carryover? I think we do.
Reality is that which, though you believe it more, does not go away.
For some reason I thought this was still Scoia'tael unit. Just any random unit. We should play this melee then for an extra point. That was Scoia'tael unit. Must have missed that. Haven't played hand buff in a long time. Maybe we should do that. Save you. It's like a good Ramon turn, although he'll mess up our flanking. Go Decree into Ramon. Also Decree into Adarin, but we're not spawning very much this round. Yes, go Decree into Ramon. Now he does have a lot of movement with his leader. He's got 2 movements there, and he might be running more movement. We'll see. The nice thing here is we can deal with Saskia Commander, unless it's boosted like this. But we can still get it very low, then maybe ping it with a crossbow. If he's playing a Rebuke, I want to bait him into using it here instead of boosting with our leader, because it makes it much more likely the crossbow kills this. So if he's playing a Rebuke, we just want him to use it right here. That's why we didn't armor this up. Well, Hearthstone turns now. Armor up. Okay, he didn't go for it. It's gonna take 4. I'm not sure why he boosted that. But in any case, we have crossbowmen here. We could go for the flanking for the 2 pings. I think that's what we're gonna do, and hopefully we can hit this Saskia with them. We did. Very good. Now we just keep spamming our soldiers and see how we do. Shouldn't be too bad. That's a 5. We can kill that. It's removing our barricade, it looks like. Swap these. Swap these. Play this. That's 5 guaranteed damage on this Whisperer. That should kill it. We have really good setup now. We don't have big value cards, right? So we just have these cards for value. That's a 6. Could be going to an 8. Can't quite kill it. Can't quite. Let's play another crossbow here. Got 1 damage. We've got 5 here. Let's see how much we can do. Oh, he replayed the Chameleon, actually, so we're not pinging this with the light cavalry. That's a good point that we just realized. Really, nothing he can play should live, just to light cavalry. So let's play one of these guys. Use that crossbow.
We go where the Empire has not yet reached.
I think we'll use these guys now. This will get blasted. I think we can just sit here and watch everything die. There's an Igni. We don't have 20 points though. So we could just sit here and watch everything die probably. And just in case he's some way to win, we'll have like card advantage and stuff next round. But I'm pretty sure this game's over. There's the heat wave. That's GG. We had so much left over for round 3 in that case, just in case he did have a big way to win, which I just thought we would win the round there anyway. Patricidal Fury probably raids. Could also be Beast, although I haven't seen very much Beast lately. If it's raids, Edarin's questionably valuable, same with Yennefer, so maybe we just open with them. Okay, having 2 Nauticas is nice. It's not nice when it's round 1 though. Do we put one back? They're so good later. I think we put one back. I don't think we need a lock. Ooh, there's a card we're looking for. How much spawning can we do realistically? We can do 1 here on a crossbow. We can do 2 here. Yeah, let's go Edarin. The thing is, round 1's not too hard to win against this deck anyway. But if we don't do this round 1, it just dies later. I guess we should do it here.
She's rather hungry, you see.
Maybe force him to be, like, overreact. We are going to boost this one with the Crystal Skull, because usually they play raids instead of heat waves and big removals. The raids just get into big removals later. I think our objective here is just to go this round, then spam as many Nauticas as possible round 3. I think that's what we want to go for. I think that's what we want to go for. Let's go with our Artorias Vigo here. And then again, we don't have to play him. We could save him for a Nausicaa and just play this. This dies though, which is annoying. Might as well.
The Emperor shall be proud of his sons.
No way that lives when he's playing raids. Okay, it's gonna live. Because this might be beasts. Seeing as a savage bear. And he's gonna drop the Kelpie. Alright. So we're gonna go for the round 1 then, I see. Go for the round 1. Interesting. Let's play Vigo.
The senses can be fooled easily.
Could Slave Driver or Crossbow. Let's go Slave Driver. Oh, we should have gone Crossbow. Forgot the Edarin was going to spawn that guy. Well, that was a mistake. We wanted to kill the Kelpie, so we wanted one of these. Normally you'd make the Slave Driver because you extra point on the Artorias Vigo, but we went with an extra Slave Driver instead, which wasn't bad. So that was a mistake. Seagull pinging all of our armor off. Lovely. We could re-armor. I think that's worth doing. Questions, do we want to do any other spawning? I think we'll go... I don't think we want to spawn yet. Could make a crossbow. Is round 1 that important, though? Kind of is. Go play a crossbow first.
Dwarves. What are they without them?
This is the Seagull he played, so that's one getting pinged by light cavalry. See if he passes here. I think he might. Again, he has those 4 turns of rain. He probably doesn't want to. It's our seagull pinging all of our armor again. Alright, let's do it. Let's go decree into slave driver.
Fight for the Emperor and you might believe. He's not.
Let's do this. It's a lot of pings. Got the flanking for the rearmoring here. Garrison would have been amazing. Really stacking more rain, are we? It's a lot of rain. There's the anglerfish. Do we want to keep playing? I think we do. The thing is, I guess we could go illusion. We can go illusionist now that he has those. We're picking these, which is bad. We could also play our Yennefer. The illusion dies, which is annoying. Second illusion goes on the row with this guy. I think we'll play our Yennefer either way, though.
Best yield now.
We don't trigger our crossbow in this way, but we're most likely going to drop these. So we do not want a short round 3. Oh, he might go Sov on us now, too. Alright, what are we doing? We're doing Sov for 8. It's pretty good. He's going to win then. The round, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. He's got Sov for 8 here. I'm not sure he's playing Raging Bear, but if he is, it's going to be amazing for him. Nope, just Elder Bear. And that'll give him the round on even. Unfortunate. And we lost our Yennefer and our Adarin. Got like, what, an extra... We should have had an extra light cavalry, but we got an extra slave driver, crossbow. We did get the leader out. So, it's not too bad. We do have these guys. I just have to watch out for how big he's going to get on... Okay, having multiple of these is nice. I don't think we need a lot. Having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beasts. Got 14 on the Corrupted Flaminica right now. That's not too bad. Mushy Truffle is carryover, so we play it.
Have you ever laid eyes on a deception of such?
And this has an order, so we pick this. Oh, it's Renfri beasts. But of course. But of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be Renfri? You guys always, in the videos, you always comment it wouldn't be a Platinum Patrol video without the Renfri deck, but you know, here it is. Once again, caught me off guard by being a Renfri deck. Let's see, is this better on this, or is an Illusionist better? I think they're worth the same points. One plays around Igni better. Alright, we'll keep playing bears, I guess.
Is that which spoke you believe it no more, does not go away.
You could pass this turn after thinning, but since he's played these, he definitely wants to go for his Triss.
Beautiful pair of legs, please.
Yeah, what the heck, we'll keep making bears. Then he can't Igni us yet, so next turn we'll play a Nausicaa and boost something in that row. There she is.
It's Baptiste. Go ahead. Feel it.
You know, we can just not play more things in this row. If we can just make it so Igni doesn't do anything, maybe we can survive the round. So we'll just try not to play Nausicaa. There's a wolf pack. It's going to use the Renfri leader, and the passive is boost to 10. So it's plus 8 on that. Let's see, we could go with our other illusionist here. I think the slave driver is a little better. Maybe we play crossbow first at this point. I think we play crossbow.
We go where the Empire has not yet reached.
We're definitely going to need this round. That's why we can get ahead if he decides to pass.
Best drown yourself with those
Meteor shower is going to be really
fires.
big. Meteor shower is going to be really big.
To work!
And then, can we play around Igni? For now, I guess we can. Okay, so if it's Igni, it's fine. It's probably Meteor Shower, though, so we don't have to play around that anymore. As we make another bear, but we're going to put it in the melee row. Just in case.
Me of strength, but for the Empire I endure.
Igni only hits 6 points then. But it's definitely a Meteor Shower. Oh no, it's an Igni. So it's a really good thing we played around that then. Really good. Oh, we have, let's see. He has a lot more beasts though. So, Corrupted Flaminica still wins him the game, I think. But maybe if we can draw enough ways to make Nausicaa Sergeant. Maybe. This is not what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for. Then we'd want this other Nausicaa or Garrison. Garrison's the best card to draw here. I think we really need it. It's not a Garrison. I meant War Council, not Garrison. Still to play around in Igni, remember? So I think that was his last card here. I think his Corrupted Flaminica is just too big, but he might not last say it because of Igni. Let's see. Tris. Yeah, we lose the Corrupted Flaminica, unfortunately. Can't Igni us at least, but Corrupted Flaminica is probably too big. I mean, it has to be a 20, and I think it is. Yeah, it's a 20. GG. Got surprised by the Renfri once again. If we did get a second, if we got something else in there that round, we could have won, though. If we ended up in that way to make a Nausicaa Sergeant or something. War Council would have won, but it is what it is. Ooh, Pincer Maneuver. Probably Mutagenerator Siege. This is, or Mutagenerator. I don't see as much Siege anymore. It's Mutagenerator like Royal Guards and stuff. Royal Mutagenerator and whatever. We'll have 5 Frisian cards. This is where it's really sad we have Invocation over Heatwave, because Heatwaving the Mutagenerator is insane. and we can't do that. But Illusionist is really good in this matchup until they start pinging all the stuff off. See, ideally, I think we want to use our Yennefer for round 1, maybe, for control, so we can actually win the round. Slave Driver. Lock's good. For keeping Yennefer, we kind of want this. Put back, though. Slave Driver's better, but we don't have an engine card. Alright, we don't really have anything to make with Ramon. That's good. That's going to be a problem. So we have to count on Vigo making something for us to want to Slave Driver. If that's the case, we need a Crystal Skull, whatever he makes. We would like to see one of these two. Pretty, or very, very good chances that happens. Or we could just go Decree into one of them. Kind of feeling Decree into Darin to start with.
She's rather hungry, you see.
We won't Crystal Skull it, just because he has to use a big removal card on it anyway at 6. So we won't want to waste those points. We might need to protect whatever we make with Vigo. We go Vigo next, get copies of this.
History lies buried here.
Alright then, let's go. Hopefully we get one of the engine cards.
You will not regret this, good sir.
That's what we're looking for.
None can match the power of Nilfgaard.
Crystal Skull this guy. We can go Slave Driver, and then Darin will carry this round, because he didn't kill it. And hopefully that's what we're looking for. He has not played Mutagenerator, which is a little weird. Oh, Drakenborg. Now that is interesting.
The gentleman in the corner. Would he be a suitor to my lady?
So we're using Drakenborg for just the thinning effect. Is this a Melitele deck? That's my guess. Have to watch out for the Germain and such then. We could take Snowdrop. Could take Snowdrop. You can always take it later though.
Fight for the Emperor and you might be free. We conquered Gesso. These
This guy's
Northmen
barricade
scum
back.
know better.
So let's just have Darin go to town. It's a lot of light cavalry. We can make more. But making more is a bit excessive. Wish we had a crossbow in here. No Melitele triggers. Maybe that's not it. I'm just a little confused by what this guy's doing.
I pass on every 10.
Probably do need to end up taking the Snowdrop. Could lock him as well. I think at this point we're pretty committed to taking it. That's what I was planning on doing the whole time. Let's take him. See if he passes here. Yep, that'll get the pass out of him. Good work, Darin. And then, let's see, we can go, hopefully what we want to do here is bleed him while playing all of our resilience cards, which is Snowdrop's helpful for that because he can draw us for them. It's part of the reason we kind of actually wanted the Snowdrop. We draw for our resilience cards, try and play all those. And pressure him with them. Put that back, we don't need that right now. So we're just missing War Council. Go Ramon. Still don't have anything to make with him though, other than Illusionist, and he has not given us a good card. I guess we can make Siege Tower. We have Crew. I guess we'll make the Siege Tower. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Reality is that which believe it no more does not go away.
It's an engine. It's pretty good to take it.
Have I been killed for less?
So now we just commence Nilfgaard activities. Could have played Yennefer in there, but I wanted her to get the death blow. Now's a pretty good time. Get the death blow on this. Because getting the death blow really pressures him to answer it right away. Because at 4, you can like wait a turn and then count on hitting it with oil. Now he has to oil it. Or you can just let it sit here. I mean, sometimes you just have illusionists. Good old illusionist. Man, sometimes illusionist is kind of crazy. Definitely looks like a Melitele deck, by the way. You could just go diplomacy. I think we should snowdrop though. Put you back. Would have wished we had this guy earlier. Is it worth playing him still? Yeah, probably. So we'll put this back then, even though it synergizes with our Yennefer. Where's the Melitele? This is like a Germain Melitele deck, so we want to force that out. There she is. We want to force out the Germain and the Melitele because that's an insane round 3. As long as we force that out, we're feeling pretty good.
Up the tree you go, lad. Quick now. Retrieve my bolt.
Alright, we can either go Illusionist this turn, or we can go Light Cavalry, and it's going to be Light Cavalry.
None can match the power of Nilfgaard.
My great-granddaughter will do.
Drawing.
Only better.
It's when the Melitele gets to 3 on everything, we get kind of wrecked. We just wanted to play Germain this round, so we don't have to deal with it. Nothing really worth locking here, so let's just go with our Mushy Truffle. Let's go again with this. So Garrison next turn will get really good value if we click it, if we want to, because we've got 4 Illusionists. There's the +1. The +2 on everything's really good also. Obviously. Hopefully he doesn't draw it off of this, but he probably will at this point. He's not hit it a couple times. Yep, there's the hit. Now we have something to lock though. But on the other hand, we do want to play our Garrison here. And then go for an Illusionist. We still have space? We do.
Have you ever laid eyes on a deception of such grandeur?
5 Illusionists. You know, this was supposed to be a showcase, like a deck based around Crossbowmen and Light Cavalry, and it's just an Illusionist deck right now. But that's how it goes sometimes, right? It's just how it goes sometimes. We definitely want to use the Garrison here. It's so much value that I think we need to. Alright, if he hits the... he wants to hit Melitele here. If he doesn't hit Melitele, we're happy. If he does, there it is. He hits it. He's got to feel good about that. We'll use the garrison because we have so many illusionists. And then do we want to go with Truffle? We're not going to have 3 units next to each other around 3, most likely. So we could go Truffle here as well. I think it's... Well, yeah, he has to draw into Melitele. I think it's worth going for the Truffle. And then just hitting, like playing around Igni. Playing around Igni. I don't think he has an Igni, but if he does, he'd hit 14 here, 22 here. We do this. And then I guess we'll just do some of that. Some of this. And some of this. Just go for it. Alright, he's going to try and RNG into it. Let's see if he can RNG into the win with the draws. He does only have 7 cards. Oh, he hit her again. But he does need 31.
Blessed be the sunrise and the sunset.
Don't think that's enough. I was really debating if we went for it there or not, but I guess it's a good thing we did. And there's the GG. Traveling Priestess beaten by illusionists. Good old illusionist. Onslaught Pirates could be annoying because they have armor and we do ping damage quite a bit and this damage, but you know, we'll see what we can do. Attorney Joust might be worth keeping in this case. Maybe get some good illusionist value. Going second. I guess we do put this back. Back the slave driver because I kind of want to save it from when you're playing Nausicaa's. Definitely need point slam later. Could have kept it here, but we have a lot of like having the card is generally better than having the slave driver to make a copy of it. That's 1 power. There's the Darren. That's interesting. Okay, that's extra interesting. It's a Troll Porter Shoop deck, but with Onslaught instead of the other leaders. Could be. Got a lot of tempo. I think it's Troll Porter Shoop or just Shoop. Do we want to go with Yennefer? She won't. She'll go to 5. Usually have Gutting Slash. 5 might be worth going for. I'll kill one of these. Then we can go into Garrison. Let's try it.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
I don't really want to give him round 1. But he has so much tempo that we need Yennefer to counteract it. The thing is, if he has, he didn't play it, but if he had the Deranged Corsair, he could Deranged Corsair us and leader. It'd also kill our illusion, but he didn't go for it. Oh, he just had the perfect hand. This never happens when I play the discard package. I guess not perfect because you want this in deck, but he had the extra discard for it from the stratagem.
You will not regret this.
What do we want to make off of this? Probably crossbow.
Dwarfs. What are they without their armor?
Guess we'll swap these. Just want to get this out of range of 1 leader charge. He actually does have something for us to illusionist if we want to as well now. We'll go for crossbow off of Garrison. Light Cavalry is good. I'm gonna go Light Cavalry. We'll see. That's pretty big. Let's go garrison. Let's go with the light cavalry.
The Emperor shall be proud.
Trigger
of his
these.
sons.
I like how the crossbowman's really on point. He's pretending to... This crossbowman's masquerading as a light cavalry so well right now. It double hit the Terran, which was not the last thing he played, but he double hit it. He's double hit this thing. He's gonna double leader that. I'd be very surprised. He did not. Alright then. We still can go with Yennefer if we want to. Or like trigger her if we want to with Illusionist. Could go with a lock instead. I like the lock. Because it triggers the crossbow again. We have this light cavalry we can go in with as well. This will tear the seas for 2. He really wants this round 1, which means I don't want him to have it. And we'll just use our last leader here, because we don't want to give this to him. So right now it's a draw, because we'd lose a bleeding point. Okay, he's going to go with that. Go garrison. Garrison makes a lot of sense here. So replaces armor on 2 of our guys. We can drop a crossbow in next turn. It won't have its barricade effect, which will be a little bit annoying, but he's gonna start pinging our armor, right? Yeah, there goes one.
Two legs on I never miss, even at full cover.
Still up. And remember, every time he pings an armor, even if we're losing our effects, it means he's not doing damage to us. And you probably forgot about Yennefer at this point, because we haven't triggered her in a while, but we do have that double Illusionist. The nice thing about that is, I guess we only have that one card to bring back still. I think we'll start with the Illusionists. Yennefer will trigger. More damage, he's a soldier. And we do get the win uneven. I mean, I'm not sure what he's trying to do, but Yennefer really carried that, along with our soldiers spamming. These could have been swapped. We wanted this on the end for flanking, but oh well. So we have one Illusionist. This hand, not great for pushing with, but considering we're thinking he's doing something silly, I think we want to try. Longer rounds are better for us, though, and we do win uneven. Maybe we just take the long round. What on earth is he doing? I mean, Croc is a problem. It could be Endless Voyage. Let's use provisions. Could be Endless Voyage. That would make some sense. Actually, I think that's what he's doing. Endless Voyage. Let's go here. Then bring back a longship. It won't really do much because all those units are going to have armor. Except for, the ones that are in his hand earlier will have armor. But I think it might be Endless Voyage, so we want to try and get rid of that. Yep, there's the Endless Voyage. Good call by us. Gotta praise ourselves when we deserve it. Let's pass. I'm just kidding, guys. Bleeding the Endless Voyage is incredible here, obviously. We could have kept going, but once we took this, we'll take the double last say with his Voyage gone. Be happy about it. The thing that made me think Endless Voyage so much was this first card he discarded. this card. Because this is a pirate. And the only reason you're playing that is for the pirate tag, which means it's Endless Voyage. Pretty sure, at least, it would be Endless Voyage. Now here we have, probably not this. Truffle's not bad. Lock's not bad. 2 of these aren't bad, but we really need something to hit with them. We'll get a Nausicaa out. We'd like to draw into another Nausicaa. Probably better than Crossbow. If we can get it. We did not. Crossbow's not a bad card to keep, but would have really liked to get a Nausicaa Sergeant there. He probably has a Croc, but we have Invocation.
I suppose. And the end.
Just joust this for the armor. He probably has damage cards he wants to use. Or not armor, for the shield.
Lost spirit devoid of name, but now available.
So ping that. I think we just make a copy of it and lock this ship again.
Move!
Obviously, we want to lock or make copies of Nausicaa Sergeant, but he has played no Heatwave yet, and there's usually like a Heatwave in these decks. And if he gets banished, then we're actually in trouble. As opposed to kind of just winning. We'll take that. Corsair. Oh, he got the kill. That's unfortunate. That's actually bad. Let's go the Mushy Truffle. Make our Illusionist. Put it here. We need to get the value out here. The cards for the Alchemy here. The Golden Froth. We want 3 in a row. There's the Compass. What's he going to make? Is it Svalblood? Probably Fuchsia. Fuchsia into Bjorn is a pretty common thing to do. But the Fuchsia Rain doesn't give value because he has Cataclysm. Hemdall, okay. So now we just go pretty simply this into Nausicaa. Go Slave Driver into Nausicaa. Guess we would have been fine to play the Nausicaa earlier, but if he got rid of it, we'd have been in so much trouble with our Slave Drivers. Like we could have done them on Illusionist, but that's not as good. Potentially it's better, actually. Depends on what he's doing. So that's the deck. Went surprisingly well. Yeah, surprisingly well. I think the star of the show just ended up being Illusionist again. But, you know, sometimes he's just there, and sometimes he does his job a little too well and outshines all the other cards. But, you know, it's fine. We got some good value from our Slave Drivers, Crossbow, Light Cavalry. Worked out pretty well. I do think that for potential improvements, one card I didn't mention in the beginning, and I probably should have, is Operator. So Operator spawns a base copy of Bronze on your row and the opponent's row, which is generally good for you if it's Crossbow, but it's dubiously good for you if it's Light Cavalry. So that's the thing. That's why we're not playing Operator, because I think we pretty much would want to just hit Crossbow, which is good, but I think having like Artorias Vigo instead might be better. And then again, one other card I think we'll do is I wanted to use Vigo just because he makes you more cards, which is really good for the deck. But I think having Vilgefortz might just be better. I know that's a surprise, but the Vilgefortz Vigo, it's another one you can swap out. I really want to try and maximize the value of our Idarin. Man, that was hard to say. Our Idarin. You guys try and say it. Our Idarin is pretty hard to... I wanted to maximize his value with Artorias Vigo and Yennefer, but Vilgefortz is probably just better, just for having that removal option, and then the possibility just RNG into a win sometimes. So I think he's probably worth including over Vigo. we'll make that swap. So we'll let's go like this. Make that swap. And then probably swap these guys for the Squirrel Peller. Or whatever fours you want instead of the Tourney Joust. If we just had them, the Tourney Joust, because we didn't want too many units. Because if you have too many units, then your Artorias Vigo is not very good. So I think something like this is what we'll try out next. Peller, Squirrel, like this. Something like this. Although you could always put in 2 more soldiers here. So like instead of these, there are other soldiers. Obviously. Because we don't have every single soldier in our deck. And you can do like some of these 4 Persian soldiers if you want as well. So like there's options here. But anyway, it actually worked quite well. The only thing is, like I said, we don't have a great short round. Like, we really want to have that War Council Garrison Truffle, like the carryover, especially on War Council, to help out with that round 3. And then, like, we do have Nausicaa Sergeant. I'm saying we don't have, like, a card like Corrupted Flaminnica or Gord or Simlos Equinox, something with insane point value, where the round is really easy to win in a short round. We don't have that. We just have Sergeants, so that's okay. And about Yennefer Illusionist, there's probably better cards than Illusionist if you want to really go for really make the deck work a little bit better. So that is true as well. Like there's other options other than Yennefer. Like probably it's including Okvist is better, honestly. But just some of the dragons, especially Okvist. Like I'm just talking about like tempo wise. Like Okvist is really good tempo, and we don't have tempo cards, so I put her in as a try and help mitigate that in earlier rounds when Nausicaa Sergeant's not online yet, and she's really fun to use. But if you don't want to use her, there's plenty of choices you can go with. Like you always bump Decree to Oniromancy because it helps get your War Council. That would have helped in that last game. Not the last game. Whichever one was the one we lost would have helped in that one. But there's options, obviously. And I just think their soldiers are fun. You can also obviously include Heatwave. We're saying obviously a lot today. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can go like cut Yennefer, put Heatwave in, cut Vilgefortz, put in, or cut Vigo, put in Vilgefortz. You have like 3 big removal cards. It's just that there's not that many tall things all the time, so having that many might be a detriment. That one's up to you. There's certainly ways to play the deck. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. This was fun, and hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.